That's like it. It's called Cascade. Who is Emmanuel Jacques? His name is here on this wall, written in angled black pointed letters next to mine. Not my birth name. Emmanuel Jacques shares this wall with Titan, the name I was given by my predecessor. I was given my name, too, in the matted black letters I've come to perfect with the spray can, bold and evident in the pale light of the afternoon. I painted your image, climbing up the bottom half of the white cement edifice of a 6-story mid-range office building with a shoe store at the bottom. They're having a sale on Pumas today in the men's section and on select urban styles. It's advertised on the main street, covering 3 stories of the same building, facing the main street, which parades tens of thousands in the bleak, white light Toronto adopts during its winter. Your face looks pale today. I couldn't find a color gray that would match the faded gray newspaper that ran your obituary. Shoeshine boy, 12, slain. Who is Emmanuel Jacques? At the wall, your first time is a lesson in adrenaline. You check every sound to make sure it doesn't know you're there. A breeze catches hairs on the hand, fires chain lightning across each synapse from your arm to your chest. Hormone surges through your blood. You feel it, the surging. From the spreading chemical signals in the brain to your glands and around in your heart. And the rhythm of your heart quickens each beat, a sound wave through your limbs. You rest your finger in the ivory white of the nozzle, and the notch, and you feel the peak of it all around you. And when you face the wall, adrenaline is your parents' morning story about ethics and repercussions, and then you squeeze. My predecessor, he called me Titan. You're big, he said. Everything inside you is big. Tagging is safe, he told me, but it won't help me. I need to be bigger. He showed me his tag. Uranus. Goofy and curved around mushrooms that bent the reality of the wall it stood on. Iridescent blue, teal, and aquamarine against a backdrop with the same color orange as the last pair of women's jelly Pumas for sale on Yonge Street. Big, he says, like this, where everyone can see. Is this the hill you stand on, I wonder? Are you so large because your name rings here the largest? With your stupid mushrooms and your hallucinations and your fame, who do you think you are, Uranus? And who is Emmanuel Jacques? I sprayed Titan, small and ineffectually, on the brick building that will generate 300 kilograms of fast food waste in the afternoons. And no sooner had I finished than a hand with the texture of a well-moisturized piece of fabric grabbed my shoulder. It's disrespectful, she told me, to put this filth in the neighborhood. You don't know what happened here. The boy from the Azores died here. Inside I felt big and bad, and I asked who she was talking about, because I don't know the boy, and I want to hear his story. She told me it was one summer in August, and you ran down the street and asked shyly if the man with the briefcases would like their shoes shined, each shoe a victim to the gravel-laid concrete of the bulging city center. They would smoke cigarettes, and you would crawl around their feet and buff stiff, mounted leather until the bright spots began to fade. You don't understand why they get angry when you do good work and they won't pay you, and your nose begins to drip from the chemicals of the polish that you've been breathing all afternoon in the heat. But you needed the money, and you did good work. And they worked you, Emmanuel, when they took you into the club, and they gave you the chemicals, and your heart beat over and over a horse in a thunderstorm, so its hooves made a persistent silence in the stable. The phone rang off the hook, they said. Yonge Street sees thousands. And who there would give the identity another up? They didn't sell shoes there, they sold sex on Yonge. What luck would they have of finding you, and yet they did. On the roof with the rainwater as a blanket on your clothes. Toronto was not that city, people cried. There was outrage, a pyroclasm, 15,000 marching down the street and screaming your name. Take the sex off our street, said one sign. No more. Titan is a small name. Titan has no gravity. Titan is not my birth name. Titan walked down the street where tens of thousands walk. 5 buildings from Payless Shoe Source and their ho-ho hold the tax Christmas sale. Titan saw the Remingtons on the street days later. Remingtons is such a strong name for a male strip club. So much so, it makes you wonder if Remington himself is inside, ready to rip off his bow tie and enter the throngs outside, clamoring to catch a glimpse of the spectacle the street has become. Do they know what happened here? Do they care what happened here? I am Titan, and my name is here, but today, you will be here. 3 stories tall, the angry shouting of a hollow and forgotten idea, of an outrage I will not let flicker. I am not an epicenter. I am not big, not nearly tightened enough to be slapped onto these empty bricks. Today I am a scaffold in quick, silent movements in the evening. Tonight, I am not 15,000 with pickets and choral chanting, but I am 7,000 angry droplets a second per square inch. I am Alicia, and you will know Emmanuel Jacques. Thank you.